I trust this will suffice.
God smile.
I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this?
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet,
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all? Shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Louise. A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
War is on the horizon. Before they command that I dry my pen, I must finish my final work. It is a tale of
Hey everybody, what's going on? Oh god. Hope you're all doing well. So for the late stream. Oh god.
Wait a second.
Oh, one more thing. Oh, come on. There's going to be an issue, isn't there? One more thing! Okay, no, let's continue. I'll be against the best show skill.
Then
Got it?
Yeah, I want to check something. Can you equip these? Okay, let's continue.
ready?
Let's go.
Whatever the time.
However,
It's their quote. Are you sure there's stuff people looking here? That discussion to film.
Stop! Don't move!
Oh, that's one more thing. Yeah, I hope it's not going to be like this whole freaking stream. One more thing. Okay, I've done it. Never mind.
Don't you dare move!
You're trapped.
wait.
Christmases. Martin, you're stuck to the
Here we go.
I know
Enemy
these guys are
attack!
weak, but stay focused.
Finish the job!
Okay.
They're down. You have this.
Let's end this.
Shields up!
Take this!
Let's hurry onward. Not bad at all.
That'll do it.
Oh.
Damn it!
Let's do this.
I know these guys are weak, but stay focused. You have this handle.
Just part of the job.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
Stop right there! You've been spotted. On your guard!
I can't believe this.
Right, we did it! Look,
Hey, are you alright?
I told you. I didn't see no deserters. Please. Don't kill me.
The life is gone from his eyes.
What? To send a message, boy. Either we give ourselves up, or these innocents pay the price.
But the only one who could know we survived. And the only one who could send soldiers after us. Oh, come on, let's move. doing? Stop right there!
We won't lose this
Won't
fight.
put up much of a fight.
Beats.
Thanks,
Got
Grius.
one.
I won't hold back. Wind.
Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
I think that's all of them. Huh? No way.
I knew I'd find you here. You were the only one who never went up to the fort itself, after all. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Who would have thought 3 sorry stragglers would make it past a whole unit of assassins?
Bastard. You never intended for anyone to survive. You knew the human would be there.
Naturally. You heard the reports. I only put more bait on the hook. I wasn't expecting that damn thing to be rampaging already.
You sent those soldiers to their deaths. Why?
Because the Kingdom's Guard is powerless before the humans, and only a pile of bodies will prove that to the public.
So someone wants the King's Guard disgraced. And when the people need him most, a savior rises as their shield. Is that your game?
Savior? Speak plain, boy. You think he's one of Luis's men?
A pitiful flock needs its shepherd. If a little blood is what it takes to show them who their real savior is, then that's a price easily paid.
That's why those sons and daughters died. For your savior.
They aren't the first. The soldiers cry for reinforcements, the villagers plead to be spared. But I know better than to confront a human.
A village? You refused. Wait, then you were the one who... 7 years ago. The first Flames Day of June, a village in the northern hills was razed to the ground. A village called Harlia.
Well, yes, that might have been a name.
Then you made a fatal mistake, Klinger. You left one survivor!
Stay back! Help me! You played right into our hands, you know. This was the only road without checkpoints. A simple deduction.
You're a disgrace to your title. I may not make it out alive, but as for you, you're hopeless!
O thou who art seared with bitterness, O thou anguished traveler, it is time for thou to choose thy path. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
What?
What the? Oh, no! I can't fail Lord Luis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory! This is the way of the real world, little lordling!
You call this real? Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real world, then it can die alongside you! My name is Leon Stroll de Halietus. My home and my family were taken from me.
I am the last of my house! I am the last of my noble bloodline! And in the name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand! Come! I will show you a world with honor!
Oh!
What is this?
Wait, he's got power like yours now? Well, better show him how to use it!
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll not cave to an empty threat like that! This igniter's all I need to turn you to ash. You'll...
So he scampers off to protect himself, and his subordinates get to be his living shields. The man's showing his true colors. I'll fix the filthy coward with the end he deserves.
The igniter's powerful, but it takes care and calculation to wield. If you sense danger, steel your defenses and endure it.
Hack and slash!
Please! Impossible!
Never expected a commissioned officer would end up a wild-eyed zealot.
How did I do all that? And without an igniter?
Just like him. Who are you two, really?
I'm Leon Stroll. Just a fallen noble from the countryside. Back there, Klinger mentioned a village that was raised by a human. They sent for help, but he abandoned them. Halia was its name. I'm the son of its lord, and now I know what really happened. We sent our fastest riders, but we were doomed from the start. If Luis was behind it, then that's all I need to know. He's the one who'll answer for it. I have my own reason to fight now. I don't want to be an ally of convenience alone, so once more, please, let me join your cause.
What do you say, Grius?
I say keeping an eye on you was too much trouble in the first place.
So you've no objections? What say you, friend?
We're brothers in arms, my friend.
Brothers in... Now, onward.
The proud noble, nurture thy bond with him.
Together we stand.
Did you feel that just now? What's going on? Does it have something to do with that odd magic? Now that I think about it, once you awakened, isn't it weird that Stroll followed not long after? What does this mean? Huh? Wait, what? Hey, where are we? What just happened?
Surprising indeed. Somehow you find yourself here once more. And a fairy. I thought their kind long extinct. Do they yet take refuge in the Elden Sanctum?
Hey! You gonna talk to me or just at me?
We meet again, my friend. Though admittedly sooner than I'd expected. Remarkably, another has awakened. What miracle is this? Yes, that same power now stirs in your companion. Another of the mighty archetypes. Do you recall our discussion earlier about how archetypes are an original form of magic?
It didn't really sink in, no.
Consider this. As an elder, you are an outcast of society, yes? Your very identity is a kind of destiny you may defy but not escape. All mortals suffer under the weight of our burdens. But in facing and embracing that anxiety, you make it your innermost power. You find freedom. And so, the lives of those who overcome their hardships and embody the virtues within are passed down as heroic tales. Your companion, too, had his eyes open to his true path and claimed its virtue. That awakening is your doing, you know. He awakened to the archetype that protects you.
Hey, hold on a second! Who even are you? How much do you know?
Ah, you two share quite a deep connection, don't you?
Well, we didn't always. But now we're partners to the end. We're linked down to the depths of our hearts. Right?
Right.
We trust each other. I've got his back and he's got mine. And that's all there is to it.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. Within her dwells the virtue of the mage. Nurture thy bond with her, and
I won't lead you astray. That's the whole reason I'm here. Hey, wasn't that...
Fascinating. Do you understand what just happened? By connecting with others who have found their resolve, you awaken to new strength. And further, you and all your allies may fight with the strength of any archetype in your circle. As an example, your other companion, the fellow with the eye patch, he seems to have some training and knowledge regarding the wielding of an archetype. By his own account, nothing came of it. Yet if you so desire it, you can awaken the true power within him.
What? You mean Grius could use this power too?
The nature of the Seeker. No. Perhaps it is simply your own nature. You truly are remarkable. If you seek answers, then go and claim them. This right here.
What I'm about to show you is lineage of the chart of the archetypes. And Machete said there were many I've yet to see in this, so it's for Funko Play. Each one of you has their own chart. You will see use the charts to assign the archetypes.
Now then.
Firstly, let's just consider a one-eyed warrior who yet bears the archetype up in Grius lineage chart, please.
This here.
This is a chart that shows the power and the connection of the archetypes. You can gain new archetypes by selecting one here and study for its powers. To study, you need Magnolia to resource of all magic, but simply drawn from the Magna within yourself, put into a heavy burden on you. One means is you'll need to gather magic. Feel about as a resource, so keep that in mind when you travel.
That means
You need to learn you need to learn to change yourself the way you they say here. Please activate these three.
now then.
It was to choose activate. Oh, hold on. Skilled physical flash sword within down.
I see. This right here.
If your aim is overwhelming to brute forcefully, I'd say it's fine archetype to do.
All right.
What would you imagine? Yes.
Of course.
So be it. Following you and the young man forward, so the other way. Sword reader for so I will speak to the heart of the man. She's feel free to resolve his new soul. This heart.
What did you say?
This is an archetype. This is the same matter I resolved for, I believe, in my grasp.
I still have much to
Fascinating.
The man I part does not have awakened the archetype. Simply, I can involve you that the noble Yub is a new archetype powerful fit to experiment from, you know.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Really? Good. I'm still getting stronger.
I see. Fascinating. This, all right?
I'm counting.
Of course.
I see. New skills, new possibilities.
That is...
I'll get 2 more of the archetypes to the archetype or unlock more using archetype. You can gain. You can check your
That's a good kitty.
Hmm?
This cat, you see. Hmm? That's a good boy. That is...
Hold on, can you tell what this?
But...
What's this?
Take a look.
Indeed.
Hmm.
Hang on a second.
Adieu. I've been waiting.
know about these, I think.
My young friend, to reach the lineage of power's greatest potential, you must acquire more archetypes and bring them together. After all, a hero without allies is nothing more than a lone dissenter. To save the many, you must learn to fight with the power of many. Only a champion of the people may awaken the power of heroes, and with it, seize a future of their own making. When next you come to see me, I hope it shall be of your own volition. Open my book, then let your imagination conjure this place anew, as vividly as you can make it. I'm sure that will be enough to reunite us. As long as you walk your path, I shall faithfully watch over you. May we meet again.
What? Where are we?
You two all right there? Look.
Trance? Wait. Have we been here this whole time?
It was strange. As if I felt something in the air. My senses sharpened near tenfold. It reminded me of my old days studying magic.
What? So that wasn't a dream. Grius, that's probably his power. You studied back at the Sanctum, right? I know you couldn't get the hang of it then, but I think we might have just awakened it.
Awakened it? But that's... Who are you people? The truth, if you would.
Look, in all honesty, we barely know any more than you do. But the short version is, well, I think you can use that power now.
I think you might be right. The way it feels is... Well, this is magic, eh? I'd all but given up on it, but... Fate had other plans, it seems. Enough. We must move on. And lad, I follow your lead now.
Same here. You've clearly got a sense for this, and I'd rather make myself useful than muddle your strategies.
We've 5 days until the
Look!
Over there.
What's up? Huh?
Is that more than one person I've seen?
Pardon? Hold on. Damn it.
No.
Sure.
Hmm.
Veteran still. Okay, the protectors. Okay. First and support. Let's have a look then. Holy shit, this looks complicated. Holy fuck.
Now, where was I?
Ah.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable.
Listen.
Does this... That's a... What would you care to know?
Okay.
Oh. You'll come again.
Yeah, I want to know how do you find the equipment weapons?
What now?
The first calendar, memory system, party equipment. Holy fuck, it's about fucking time. Okay. Charm. What happens in safety? No. Oh, I had to say. What's on training? There's nearly it for
I'm
me.
sorry.
Go dug into this. Most of the guard's shoulders aren't on hinge manics. It helps. Because we did not apology, I'm guessing you're on the bad guys. I see. I guess stop stick to the hostages as a bait, worthless captain, but he certainly has an eye for new recruits, certain fire threat against your luck. I'm potently ashamed. Besides that, you're passing through the glass caves, aren't you? You'd be best to send back now yourself. The reason nasty in the air last. The glitches, glitchiness, hidden around there. They are not little jellies anymore. They are they're dangerous. They are chasing away from the blade. Don't give them much close your bit of the shot game off. Okay. Jeez, my breathing sucks. Didn't used to be so many of them around. Now there's no many we might never clear them out. This place roots monsters than these days. All I'm saying is it's a long way to the other of the end of the mountain. No man could get through unscattered.
But
Unscathed. Unscattered. Jesus Christ. King's Fields is up on us. We must have it on the foot of the roots. Yeah. Not much else we can do, but then we should make at least make sure we can use some magic.
Hi.
What's this? Uncanny fuzz in the air.
This place.
It was very dense. It was very like this. It was not used to be completely modernist, but mine shafts were no different than the others.
That being the case,
that is what the Mayans talking about before. Something about the Mayan interior, sorry. Yeah, the interior is kind of as unusual. So this is our top priority, don't forget that. Prepare yourselves for now. We'll have time until we get rested. Mind your numbers, what's your health, carefully clear?
be careful.
Alright, how's that?
That's my weapon.
A step in the right direction.
Our usual tactics
Won't
should
be
work.
much of a fight.
Let's go. The blade! Some battles are hardly a footnote.
We made short work of them.
Come on!
Hey, you gave me level. That should come in handy.
We won't lose this
Right.
fight.
Take them out.
Let's do
We
this
gotta keep
any
moving forward.
means necessary. One remains.
Down.
With me.
Much to learn from you.
Just
Fire.
what Grius does.
No mortal breath. A few left. Keep your eyes open.
Alright, how's that?
Fine work.
Let's push through!
We found something.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
I didn't even.
You saw us.
Oh,
He's blocked.
I don't like this.
It's either I'm sensing Magnesia or feeling only a little stronger, but it's disturbing.
don't tell me.
Same as a forge, surely don't listen. Don't mean, sorry, don't listen. But it is a luxury we can't afford right now. Like the cliche swords. Let's keep moving.
Look,
Look, closer, lad. There's a gap between those collapsed rocks. Should about squeeze through if we go one at a time.
Good job.
How's that? Come on!
You look stronger already.
Alright, how's that?
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
look.
We found something.
Amazing.
Gauntlets.
Be useful. So take it with you.
Our usual
Eyes
tactics
up,
should work.
novices.
The next one will fall just as easy.
Don't get too relaxed. These monsters are relentless.
Could be useful. So take it with you.
We found something.
Take it and let's go. Well done.
All right, we did it.
Come on!
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
We're here.
We can't get sloppy.
Hurry and take them out. We gotta keep pushing forward.
chose the wrong opponent.
Strength is only what you make of.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
Endurance now. They've noticed.
Amazing! Great moves back there.
Nice.
Could be useful. No sense leaving it here.
Is it this? This way? This way.
Hey!
So the room over there, making it feels a bit dense, but compared to the rest of this place. Is that so? I don't feel
But-
anything. But I thought I had a feeling, but now I feel since it's like Magnolia follows. Out just for that room. Back in the screen, I learned various unnatural did. Since Magnolia, it's so
How about a break?
Indeed.
Bad idea. We should catch our breath before.
Hey,
This just seems like an ideal place to rest. I'm just wondering because Magnolia is still here. I couldn't tell much. I couldn't tell you much, but it was like okay. This is very vicinity of the Magnolia floats through. Yeah, simple. I think it's steam. Yeah.
All right.
Still, though.
true.
Then...
For a reason I can use. Sorry for apologising because I'm getting freaking messages. This one. Yes. I'm level 25, really?
Let's go!
Nobody here to lay claim to it, so it's yours.
Pardon?
Now then. 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 Now then.
Thank you.
Wait a second.
Right, there was something really strong with it within the name. I might be. So it says, unfortunately,
Got it?
Yep.
All right.
What is that?
I've
I've never seen anything like it.
It's a crystal of raw magla. This feels wrong somehow. Now I remember. They say in the lands beyond mortal reach, great spires of crystal stand, and anyone who might touch them is driven mad.
That's all just superstition, though, right? Still, this thing is giving off a really nasty aura.
That's no ordinary monster. Some kind of human?
The way it's moving. It's almost like it's protecting the crystal.
Here it comes.
It won't last long.
Warrior, with one strike.
One strike indeed it was.
Okay.
Damn, your man's a higher level than both of us.
I'll strive for greater heights.
What is this crystal? By my guess, the monsters were drawn to its aura.
More questions than answers, but there's no time to ponder them.
You can't be serious.
Let's push through. We won't lose this fight.
Moves ours.
Stay focused.
Stay focused. I seem the right one.
That's the quick green.
Even easier than expected. I think we're in the clear.
Really?
That's...
Just look at the size of it. Got nothing I hope to stumble on, I'm afraid. That's a dragon. A dragon? You mean those creatures from Legends? I've never seen it in my own eyes. The understand void, the mine was closed. I must have been dug out into this thing root. I had no choice but to back off.
Look.
These fine tabs magnificent resources, but only a thing its trouble is a dragon could force them to abandon such liberty.
Right.
Looks on our side. If we get caught something like this, we could slip and get past it, continue forward. Almost a shame, it almost feels like some sort of its little or a big nest or scent. Something taken them here too. Dragons boy are ancient. Dragons are ancient, strong magnolia flows with their wake. Just the way it goes. Also any cause special items and sync a bond with the pudding. You're making kind of appealing, but make sure they end up in a fight if we try and take it. It doesn't make a difference.
Got it?
But
there's monsters around too. Hey, if they see us, Make a ruckus, we're done for. Keep your distance, make them wake.
Let's go.
Stood.
Don't panic.
Watch out!
I'm not risking now. Let's continue. But you mess up, I can't figure it.
You know...
Look.
All right!
What?
Look!
What the?
Funny man. Oh shit.
Stop.
It's a cave. It's a cave in. Try your loudest one. Oh shit.
No, no, no! This isn't happening!
Fantasy died. Oh god. Compare the death counter.
No.
Oh, the freaking boxes. Oh god, I had it easy.
We actually made it out.
And in one piece, no less.
Speak for yourself. I think that shaved a couple years off my life.
Damn storm. Can't afford too many delays, but We'll not be getting far in this torrent. We can make camp tonight and slip onto a carriage to the capital tomorrow, once we're out of the wastes. We'll have to, if we want to make it in time.
Public carriage seems a bit risky, doesn't it?
Not with all the outsiders flocking in for the funeral. We'll be 3 faces among hundreds.
Lovely. Another carriage ride. Hopefully this one's smoother than the last couple.
Let's just get our camp set up. Somewhere dry, preferably.
Ah, this is so cozy. I feel alive again.
Certainly better than freezing. Reminds me of when I was a child. Back then, I wouldn't have been caught dead out in the wilderness like this. Countryside nobility like us had no fortune to speak of. My parents bowed and smiled for their money, and honestly, I despised them for it.
Sorry about this.
Back then, I thought being a noble was about, I don't know, a life. But one spring 7 years ago, our town was attacked by this horrific creature. A human. Though I had no idea at the time. I was evacuated alongside the servants while the rest of the town burned. I waited for my parents to join us in the shelter. But they would never come. The parents I'd so despised had stayed behind to protect the villagers who couldn't flee.
Your parents were heroes.
It changed everything. It taught me who my parents really were, what it really meant to be a noble. But our town's just rubble now. A footnote in history. The human that destroyed us is all we'll ever be known for. I remember my father petitioning the capital for aid, but no reply came. Even knowing how much of a threat the humans were. Now, I think, what if the army? Well, Luis. What if he's the... Then I will make him pay.
Hey, Grius. We all trust each other now, don't we? I think we can tell him.
Aye. Maybe you're right. I'll admit the lad's sword put me in mind of the past.
Something special about that sword?
Well, we used it to identify the messenger from our faction. But it originally belonged to His Highness. A kingly gift from his father. To better suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic, that blade was specially forged. Of course, when swordplay bored him, he'd amuse himself by levitating it or standing atop it to glide about. A royal rascal, that one. Those days were all too short. Then, 12 years ago, it all came crashing down.
I've heard. The prince was attacked, right?
There was a plot on his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner. Just like tonight, it was pouring rain.
Your Highness, this way! Who let these blackguards into the palace?
My lord, are you hurt?
Back!
A royal knight. A wench and nothing more.
You knave! You know nothing of true knighthood. I pledged my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you! Highness!
Don't falter! Give chase!
Stop! They dare harm him! I failed him. Again.
Highness! Highness!
What is this? His Highness survived the attack, but the curse hanging over him was powerful and complex. Of all the mage healers in the capital, not one could wake him. And he grew weaker with each passing day. We might lift the curse if we knew the specifics of its formula, but Luis would never give that up. Which leaves but one way. To dispel the curse, its caster must die.
And you're sure Luis is the man you seek?
I saw him in the fray. He was younger then. Younger even than you are now, and shorter besides. And now, after spilling the royal blood of father and son both, the people call him not traitor for his highness, for the king, and for the very future of this country. He must be dealt with. To kill Luis is to see justice served.
I see. So as he did with the prince, he would make of my city a stepping stone to further heights. A tool to spread the You haven't told that story to many, have you?
A rogue never forgets a debt. But neither do we forget a grudge. And Luis will know that soon enough.
So, that's what all this is about. Say, friend, this mission means a lot to you too, doesn't it?
Yes. Of course it does.
You've been carrying a greater weight than I realized. In any case, I owe you my life. And we've both got something we'd fight to protect. Let's save this country. Together. Ideally, once we're out of this cold, of course. I think it's about time we eat. We're almost to the capital, after all. I'd say that's worth celebrating.
I'm beat.
You're kidding. Time for bed.
What now?
Huh? I'm pretty sure I fell asleep.
Well, then it's just as I thought. While you're asleep, our connection is much stronger. You wield your magic with ever more confidence. Splendid. As I mentioned previously, the archetype grows and develops anew through encounters with others. Look for those bearing the nobility and presence of the heroes and kings of old. More virtuous than the weight of any crown or medal is the burden you place on your own path forward. The more comrades and supporters who stand beside you, the more your power will deepen as you soar to new heights. One day, if the people join hands and seize the freedom to decide their own future with their own power just as you do, that is my ideal world.
Hold on. What do you mean, supporters? We're trying to keep out of the public eye here.
I mentioned before, did I not? There is no hero without allies, only a single voice in opposition. In other words, even archetypes have their own strengths and weaknesses. They'll be of little use if used thoughtlessly. Life and death are seconds apart on the battlefield. Be attentive, mindful, and strategic. Only then can you emerge victorious. When you feel unsure how to proceed, I recommend you stop, assess your surroundings, and think. The smallest observation is often our greatest inspiration. Well, it's almost dawn. I will be watching with great anticipation. Until we meet again. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 4 days remain.
Good.
This place.
Let's go.
Great.
Escaping the dragon's threat in the Nord mines, the party shakes their pursuers amidst the discovery of great powers to make. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 2 days remain.
Finally, we found a ride. Looks like we should make it in time for the funeral after all.
Last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Louise zealots, too, if I remember.
You've come a ways since then. Any bandits who set on us now are in for a nasty surprise.
Reminds me of the road to the fort. Sitting there in the cart. Never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange. How fast life can change.
You okay?
Unfortunately, I'd not had time to put any names to faces. Don't even know the name.
The last couple days have certainly been eventful. Almost feels like everything we thought we knew about the world was wrong.
Well, plenty of people live their lives without taking a single step outside their city. But we haven't the luxury of ignorance, I suppose.
We're almost to the capital. Quiet now, and stay sharp.
Milady! Welcome back, and thank you for making the trip.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Surely you jest, milady.
Pay me no mind. I heard of the king's death. The skyline is full of unfamiliar figures. 'Tis a testament to how long I've been away.
It's the guard that's changed the most. It's just chaos and politics there, arguing over matters of succession. Not to mention talk of monsters at the border. We've nowhere near enough soldiers to deal with them on top of everything else.
After tomorrow, the city will calm. Once the formality of the funeral is past, a new king will be crowned. After which, I suppose there'll be no further need of a search party. Not many even remember we were searching in the first place.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 1 day remains. Escaping the Nord mines, the party hailed a horse-drawn coach and returns now to Grand Trad, capital of Uchronia, the day before the royal funeral. As they gaze upon the city, flags of mourning fluttering in the wind, the magnitude of their mission exacts its toll on the heart.
Careful now, watch your step.
We're finally here. Oh, it's good to be back home. Capital's really something, isn't it?
The fog's rolling in. Rain's the last thing we need.
Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace.
Oh, it'll be fine. All the aristocrats are bringing their own personal guards. I imagine boredom's the worst we need to worry about.
Let's not draw attention to ourselves. There's a hostelry tucked at the back of Sunshade Row, the Hushed Honeybee Inn. We'll talk details once we're there.
Here we go.
That's terribly unfair.
Wow, Mog's on mute. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Right, I'm going to end it for today. So yeah, so appreciate for tuning in. Oh my god. So for my opinion about this game, I'm loving it. It's similar to Persona Strikers. It's similar to that. I'm not saying it look like it. The playstyle is way different, I think. It's on its own way. I was confused, so I'm like, how do I quit my shit? What I'm concerned with is the leveling system, leveling up the system, because I'm on level 27 right now. If I move to like a level 30 or 29, it goes back to 27 again. What the fuck? And the archetypes, I don't know how the fuck you level them up. I don't know how that works. But I will say this, my greatest in my party right now is higher than both me and my other companion. Look, what's his fucking name? Is it Louise or something? No, that's the enemy. I don't know, both got his fucking name already. Holy shit. Fuck. Shouldn't I be the highest over them too? Because I've been leveling them more than I did. But yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, if you like the stream, hit that thumbs up button. For now, smash that sub button, guys and ladies and gents. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys. Have a good one.